We're off on the 2010 Equinox. We found all the broken guides, broken guide, and that little retainer that was down in there. Well, if you look at this balance shaft sprocket and then come over and look at this one, you notice something's missing. And that's the shield for the balance shaft chain sprocket. Now you can really get a good look at how long that thing was rubbing. Apparently this whole car sat for a year. Look at the rotors. Pretty dark inside. And if you look at this cover, pretty dark. Cars are already known for oil consumption issues, and I don't think they change the oil very often in this thing. So now I guess we call the customer, give them their option. Because like I said yesterday in the video, used engines are crazy. Usually we would put a used or reman engine in these, but the price of everything has gone through the roof. I guess the customer wants to try to do the timing and get the head checked. These are the type of decisions and things you deal with as a shop owner. Not everybody has the budget to afford something like this. And I guess this vehicle is going to his kid that just got his learner's permit, so it's going to be a first vehicle. That plays a role in the decision making. After doing a leak down test, we found that we had some bent valves. So we gotta send the head off. Head. We got the head stripped down. You can't tell that these are bent, but they are. Alright, so we put the plugs back in. We're gonna dump some water on here. Aquafina. Can't fill them up too high. There's a hole in each one. As you can see on this one, it's the exhaust valve. I don't know what cylinder that is. I'm not too worried about it. It's bent. Cylinder 3. But she's peeing. Not seeing much out of the intake side. You can see some water in cylinder 2. Oh, that's pretty. That one's pretty too. There's some slight moisture in that one. We're dry in cylinder 1. I guess she's a little moist. Moist is a funny word, isn't it? So now we take this head to the machine shop, get it fixed, and our next step is to pull the oil pan and check in there. So I guess stay tuned. Update on the 2010 Chevy Equinox. Oh, the one with the timing issues and the bent valves. Well, we got her back together and she's running pretty good. Actually, I'd say really well. All you hear right now is a bit of injector noise. So I'd call this a win for all that carnage that happened to this engine. Like I said, with the price of used engines and reman engines, we save this customer thousands of dollars. So when it comes to doing something like this, do your due diligence. Check over everything, drop the oil pan, and make sure that the screen doesn't have little metal particles up in it, plastic guides, etc. While you have the pan off, check your rod bearings, your main bearing. After we did all that, we were fairly confident that we could salvage this engine. Now we just get her to drink some coolant, get her up to temp, and take her for a test drive. And she's no longer an Equinox. I wonder what these are going to sound like when we start driving it. Probably a lot of... So have a great day, everybody.